Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. In last lecture we started topic variations. Today we will continue the same topic of variations with some more questions from past papers. Have a look. Question number 1. This is my question number. I don't remember the question number of past papers. So this is my question number 1. Question number 1, part A, given P 27 and 33, Q is 9 and R. Given that P is directly proportional to Q, find the value of R. Solution, very easy. Now you must be very familiar about this sentence. P is directly proportional to Q. It means P is proportional to Q. Then P is equals to KQ. Take any two values from this P and Q. The value of P is 27 is equals to K into the value of, when the value of P is 27, the value of Q is 9. So 27 over 9 is equals to K. Then K is equals to 3. Put the value of 3 in this formula. You will get P is equals to 3Q. After finding the formula, see the main point, main question, find the value of R. It is very easy. P is equals to 3. What is the value of P? In this case 33. So put 33 instead of P is equals to 3. What is the value of Q when P is 33? R. So you have to put R over here. 33 upon 3 is equals to R. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Hence the value of R is 11. So this is the answer of part A. Find the value of R. The value of R is 11. This question has 3 parts. This is part A. Now look part B. In part B, given the value of X is 2 and 10, given the value of Y is 25 and 1. Complete the sentence below describing the relationship between X and Y. See carefully this table and complete this sentence. What is the sentence? Y is inversely proportional to what? Now, see carefully. This is 25, this is 2, this is 10, this is 1. You know, two values of X and Y gives K. So, if you say that Y is inversely proportional to dash, if you say that Y is proportional to X, inversely proportional to X, the requirement has not fulfilled. Why? If you write Y is equals to K upon X and take any one of the value of X, Y is 25, K, X is 2. So the value of K is 25 into 2 is 50. Now you know K is constant of proportionality. K cannot be changed. So if we obtain the value of K from these two, which is 50, then we must get 50 from these two values. But look carefully, if we write Y is 1 and X is 10, so in this case the value of K is 10 ones are 10, which is 100% wrong, because K is the constant. Constant means the value of K doesn't change. Therefore the sentence is wrong. Therefore Y is not inversely proportional to X, but Y is inversely proportional to X square, because X square, if we put Y is equals to K upon X square, the sentence will be correct. Why? If you take Y is 25 and X is 2, 2 square is 4 and 25 multiplied by K, 25 multiplied by 4, K is 100. Similarly, If you take y is 1 and x is 10, 10 square is 100, 100 ones are 100. So from both the values we are obtaining the same value of k. Therefore the sentence is y is inversely proportional to x square. So this is our final answer. Now see part C of this question. So I am wrapping this. I hope you understand two parts of this question. Now see carefully part C. What is part C? Part C is also word problem. M is directly proportional to L cube. Question is, how many times larger is M when L is multiplied by 2. Now see first what is given. M is directly proportional to L cube, means M is directly proportional to L cube. Therefore M is equals to K L cube according to question. Now how many times larger is M when L is multiplied by 2? If I put 2 over here, K to L, this is cube. So M is equals to K. What is the cube of 2? 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. 8 L cube. M is equals to 8 K L cube. So if we double the value of L, the value of M is 8 times larger. So answer is 8. Okay. What is the question? How many times larger is M? M is 8 times larger when the value of L is multiplied by 2. I hope you understand. Okay. So this is question number 1. It has 3 parts, A, B and C, and we have done all 3 parts. Now come to another question of the same topic. See question number 2. Y varies directly as the square root of x. Given that y is 18 when x is 9, find y when x is equals to 4. Very easy question. Solution. According to question, y is directly proportional to square root of x. Square root of x means this square root of x. Therefore y is equals to k root x. Now first two value gives you the value of k. First two value is y is 18 is equals to k, x is 9. 18 is equals to k. What is the square root of 9? 3. 3 is multiply over here. This should divide k. Hence the value 3 6 are 18. The value of k is 6. Y is equals to k. What is the value of k is 6 root x. Now see the final requirement. Final requirement is find y when x is equals to 4. Y is equals to 6. What is the value of x given? 4 root 6 into what is the root square root of 4? Obviously 2. 6 2s are 12. So find y. The value of y is 12. This is our final answer. Move to another question. Next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is, I am doing different questions. Y is inversely proportional to the square of x. The table shows some values for x and y. What is the table given? X, y, 2, 4, p, 3 upon 4, 48. So this is the table given. Part A. Find the equation connecting x and y. First part is very easy. Find the equation connecting x and y means we have to find the value of k with the help of the given relation. What is the relation? Y is inversely proportional to the square of x. So y is inversely proportional to the square of x, implies that y is equals to k upon x square. First two value gives you the value of k. So y is 3 is equals to k upon x is 2. 2 square implies that 2 square is 4. 4 3 is 4 should be multiplied by 3. 12. So the value of k is 12. Put this value of k, y is equals to k. K 12 upon x square. So this is the requirement of part A. Find the equation connecting x and y. The equation which connect x and y is y is equals to 12 upon x square. Part B. Find the value of p. Very easy. When the value of x is p, then the value of y is 48. So y is given 48 is equals to 12 upon x is p in this case, and this is x square, therefore this should be p square. Move p square to this side and move 48 to becomes denominator. 12 ones are 12, 12 fours are 48, and this p square is equals to 1 upon 4. If you remove the square, or you can say taking square root on both sides, so square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, therefore 1 upon 2 is the answer. I hope you understand how we do this part. Find the value of p. The value of p is 1 upon 2. See another question. Question number 4. Yes, question number 4 is, given that given that y is directly proportional to the cube root of x, cube root of x, and that y is equals to 18 when x is equals to 27. Part A, express y in terms of x. Again, if you see that find the equation connecting x and y, it means you have to find the value of k. And if you see express y in terms of x, again you have to find the value of k. If you see find the formula which connect y and x, again you have to find the value of k. So according to question y, solution, y is directly proportional to cube root of x. Cube root of x means this. Then y is equals to k cube root. First two values gives you the value of k. What is the value of k? 27. Sorry, what is the value of y? 18. K multiplied by. What is the value of x? 27 cube root. 18 is equals to k. Students, you must know the cube root of 27. 3 into 3 into 3. Therefore, the cube root of 27 is 3. This 3 is divided on other side. 3 6 is 18. Hence, the value of k is 6. Now, y is equals to 6. K is 6 cube root of x. This is the answer of part A. What is the question? Express y in terms of x. So y is equals to 6 into cube root of x. Answer of part A. Part B. Part B is calculate y when x is equals to 25. Very easy. Y is equals to 6. What is the value of x? 25 cube root. Y is equals to 6 multiplied by. You know the cube root of 125? Yes, 5. Because 5 into 5 into 5. Therefore, the value of y is 6 5s are 30. 30 is your answer. I hope you understand. See another question. Yes, I am trying to solve as many questions as I can and different types of questions. So see another question, question number 5. Question number 5 is y is inversely proportional to x plus 2. Part A. Write down an expression for y in terms of x and a constant k. Very easy. According to question, y is inversely proportional to x plus 2, then y is equals to k upon x plus 2. This is the answer of part A. Why? Because the requirement is to write the answer of y in terms of x and a constant k. The requirement has fulfilled. See part B. Part B is, it is given that y is equals to 4 when x is equals to 3. Find y when x is equals to 8. Very easy. First two values gives you the value of k. So value of y is 4 is equals to k upon the value of x is 3. 3 plus 2, 4 is equals to k upon 3 plus 2, 5. 5 should multiply by 4, which is 20. So 20 is equals to k. Hence the equation is y is equals to 20 upon x plus 2. What is the requirement? Find y when x is 8. 20, x is 8 plus 2. 20 upon 8 plus 2, 10. 10 2s are 20. Hence the value of y is 2 when x is 8. So this is our today's class. I hope you understand more about variations. I will give one more lecture on this topic, but in that lecture I will be doing some word problems and some applications in physics, or you can say applications in our daily life. So we will do in our next lecture some applications of variation and applications questions from past papers. So student, hope you understand today's class. Do subscribe my channel and kindly share my videos, like my videos, and press the bell icon button so that you can get all of my videos earlier. Okay students, see you in next class.